Hello, everybody. Really excited today to be talking to Louisa Watson, Director of Marketing at Wyboston Lakes Resort in Bedfordshire. Hi, Louisa. How are you?
Hi, Neil. I'm good. Thank you. Are you?
Yeah, really, really good. And the reason we're doing this is basically to talk about, we're getting a little sneak preview of the Willows Training Centre that you've recently had refurbished there. But before we get into all that, I just wanted to ask you, do you want to explain to us a bit about your role there at Wyboston and stuff?
Yeah, so as you said, I'm Director of Marketing. So I get to do all the colouring in, apparently, according to all my colleagues. That's what I do. I do all the colouring in. But actually, no, it's a really great job. And well, I've got a lovely site here at Wyboston Lakes. We've got 380 acres of all sorts going on. Yeah. So we've got the two venues, the Willows Training Centre and the Woodlands Event Centre. And then we've got the Waterfront Hotel, which has got the spa and the golf. And of course, we've got the outdoor experiences as well on the lakes and stuff like that. So yeah, there's lots going on.
Yeah, and I can vouch for that because we've actually done a venue showcase resort there. I think it was last year. Loved the place, so many options and so many different things to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know we're here to talk about the Willows. So do you want to give us a bit of background, what it was being used for before and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, the Willows really has always been the one of the most popular venues on site. It seems like it's been part of the fabric of Wyboston Lakes forever, and actually was starting to look that way as well in lots of respects. It's used for training. It is very much in the essence that it does what it says on the tin. It is a training centre. It's got lots of great training spaces and syndicate spaces. It's got a great big training room that is sort of self-contained upstairs. And it's great for that Monday to Friday training with some downtime in between. Food is fantastic in the Willows Training Centre. All self-service, buffet style, servery food, and it's a bit of fun as well. The Willows is a bit of fun.
Yeah, we can vouch for that because we've obviously come out and carried out a kind of show around with you guys to get a feel for the place so that we can bring you this report and tell you a bit more about it. And yeah, it certainly looks amazing. I mean, I can't wait for hopefully everybody will be looking at the pictures once they've seen this interview.
Yeah.
Reading the report because it's really, I've got to say, it's really cool.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun doing it actually, and when we kind of looked into, I mean, it's geared around Gen Z, obviously. So when we kind of looked into what do people want out of a training environment, how do they want to learn now and into the future, and it really was all about creativity. It was about inspiration. It was about vibrance and social spaces and networking spaces. That really shone through, and I hope it shows through in what we've done.
Well, definitely what I've seen of it looks amazing. So kind of just going back to when you started it, what was the kind of key criteria for it? What was the whole ethos behind the refurb?
Well, I think the key criteria obviously was that we couldn't spend a lot of money because we've just literally refurbished the Woodlands Event Centre. And we knew that we had to do this wisely, shall we say. That was the key thing. We had to do it wisely. But we also really wanted it to be different. We wanted to have some really big open spaces. We wanted to have some great fun spaces where people could chill and relax. And we wanted to make sure that the meeting spaces and the training areas were really thoughtful and inspirational, and particularly those bits that we tend to forget in venues that people do spend time in, and that's like the corridors from one place to the next. What can go on in those places where actually people can be captivated, and hopefully you'll see we've got great big colouring in walls, which are really fantastic. They're really
love that.
I'm actually really pleased to say that people are staying in the lines as well, which I was worried about. That might worry me. We've got great big feedback bubbles. They look like big sort of speech bubbles that are blackboard material, so people can write on in chalk any feedback or comments of the day.
I love that. I love things like that. I think it's really good to add playful aspects into, particularly if you're there for a week. You know, if you're there for a week training, you know, you want to have a bit of fun, you want to have a bit of relaxation and stuff. So yeah, you know, rather than just make it boring and just here's a restaurant and then go back to your room. So that sounds amazing. So I know obviously the Woodlands got refurbed as well. I guess it was important to have somewhere that wouldn't feel like the poor relation to the Woodlands as well.
Absolutely, and it certainly doesn't actually, which we're delighted about. And it is a very different venue to the Woodlands. The Woodlands is, you know, it's a big venue for big events that are bespoke. Maybe they're exclusive use, they're hosted. It's a totally different type of venue, in that it is really all about learning at the Willows.
All about learning, So just remind me, at the Willows, is that where it's totally self-contained? You stay there as well. Your accommodation is within the block and everything. You don't even have to leave the place. Yeah,
absolutely. And the bedrooms have been refurbished as well, and they're really comfortable. They've got desk and great lighting in there, so that if you're working of an evening, which a lot of people are, doing some homework and studying or catching up on emails, then it's really comfortable for you to do that as well.
Yeah. So given the current kind of state of play with, you know, the industry and the safety aspects, you know, what do you think is important for the delegates, you know, when they're coming to stay with you guys, you know, now and also in the future?
Well, one of the first things I did actually when we put all of our safety stuff together was actually do a delegate information pack, and they're particular for the venue that you're in, so that delegates do know what to expect when they come on site. Obviously it is different, and we can do all that we like in terms of COVID security, but it does rely on the individuals that are coming into us and that are visiting us to actually make it safe for everybody else. So I saw the delegate information pack as really kind of fundamental to everything. So they get that, they know exactly what to do, hopefully, when they read it and when they come on site.
Do you know what? I think that's a brilliant idea, because it's easy to just rock up and expect everything to be done for you. And you know, how often do you go into somewhere and then somebody says, oh no, you got to, you know, think of your hands, or, you know, use a hygiene gel or whatever, you know, you forget. So I think it's stuff like that's really important. So well, it sounds really exciting. I mean, I can't wait for everybody to read the report and then hopefully to start coming in to have site inspections. Are you taking site inspections and things?
We are doing site inspections, and we're also doing lots of virtual show rounds as well. So yeah, any of the business development team are more than happy to do the virtual show rounds, and they look great. All the VR's literally just been completed. So and all the web pages are all up to date with all of the photography as well. So
can I just say your photography is amazing as well, by the way. Really good job. That's from somebody who's married to a photographer. No, it's really good. So all the links and all the contact details to how to get in touch with you guys will be on the report, so we'll make sure that you've got all that. But in the meantime, I just want to say well done. It's amazing. Can't wait for everybody to come and see it and start using it again.
And thank you, Delegate Wranglers and the team, for your support as well. It's been brilliant.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, Louisa, and we'll look forward to bringing you the report soon, guys.
Thank you.